before this course began, I did not know how to use FL Studio, and I was actually hoping that like one part of learning from this course would be for me to learn how to use FL Studio. Let alone I learned that in like 2 weeks with this course, just as you told me. You were like, yeah, we could get you like learning, and then like it's much more than that. And it was much more than that. It taught me a lot about just VGM in general, a lot of different music theory techniques that I either refreshed in my mind or like I learned completely new. And yeah, I basically just took all the ideas I had in my head of like different music ideas, different inspirations, different songs I wanted to like recreate. And this course taught me how to do all of that in FL Studio, at a very good pace. If you complete all the assignments, if you watch the videos, you'll just like keep learning and learning. And like the more you learn, the more you can create and like add on to old things that you created. So like even now, all the songs I created for this course, I can keep working on them and use the skills that I learned in this course. So if you're watching this, take VGM with Eric Ye.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, and I guess that was the testimonial. I have more questions, but I can't think. I guess what was how do you feel about your own music now? So I guess like um, throughout the process, tell us a little bit about the process behind discovering and honing your voice. Like, what did you learn about yourself, your musical identity? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, after like just reviewing my own portfolio throughout this course, looking at the pieces I created, I've noticed that I have a knack for making songs that give off like an atmospheric or a space vibe. And I didn't know that about myself before I started like, just making music every week and getting my ideas out. And then I also have like a good fusion of hip hop, which is the music I listen to mostly, and then also VGM, fusing both, which my final Sandman is kind of a testimonial to that fusion of hip hop and VGM. So looking at my own music now, I can definitely see where I draw inspiration from more clearly, and I know more about my process now. The one thing this course taught me a lot is to trust my own process, and every week it wasn't like an assignment where Eric said, okay, this song has to sound like this, or like this is what you should create this week. Not. It was like Eric teaching us a bunch of different musical approaches and ideas and about VGM and seeing what you could create from your own mind and your own influences. So yeah, that was really cool.
Excellent. And then also, in terms of working with me and also the learning experience of the program, the boot camp itself, um, how does that compare with, I guess, other learning experiences you've had? This is a focus mentorship that, both with the curriculum that I've developed that is designed specifically for video game music composers, whether you're a complete beginner to professional, literally. And also, so you got the curriculum and also working with me, one-on-one, all throughout. Tell us about what that process was like and how that shaped your own uh, musical development.
Yeah. Learning like in this type of course setting with Eric, this is like a very uh it's a quicker learning and a more structured kind of approach rather than if you were trying to learn VGM by yourself or just like through YouTube videos or things like that. With this course we have a Discord channel with all like students that are in the same boat as you, creating music. You could see ideas from them, draw inspiration, or see how they like apply their learning into songs. So you have a lot of references, you have a lot of inspiration to go for. You have a lot of content to learn and kind of decompress in the week, which is good for, structure and just like kind of keeping your brain occupied each week, focused on VGM. That's like the main thing. In music, you want to keep your brain occupied so that you don't kind of linger off and become lazy. This course kind of helps you become structured and keep learning at a very fast rate.
Excellent. And also the part with in terms of Eric's feedback or anything else.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. Your feedback is definitely very helpful. Every song I've sent out, the feedback I've gotten from Eric has been very helpful, and it's like ideas where I'm like, "Oh yeah, why didn't I think of that? This is actually like perfect." It's like Eric will help you remember ideas that like you just it was sort of lost in the process of like creating the song. Like Eric helps you bring that back out, and then it always helps, add elements or like embellish this, like not embellish, like add like ornaments to the song, and like add little like elements that are awesome to the song.
Excellent. And then anything you want to mention about the program, like any standout moments throughout, the weeks of working together and with people or the curriculum, any highlights for you in the program, standout moments, or even like, okay, the maybe it was like the most creative breakthrough or something, or that was the most fun assignment or whatever. Tell us a little bit, any
Yeah.
take like highlights.
There was a week, I think week like 11 or maybe before that, where I made a song in 7/8 time. It was when we were looking at different time signatures, and I was just like, "Hey, this week we're learning about different time signatures like 12/8, 7/8, or like 5/4." I'm like, I've never made a song that's not either 3/4 or 4/4 timing, so let me try this out. And like it was challenging, but I was surprised that I was able to make like a very good comprehensible song through like doing the 7/8 time signature, and just seeing all the different examples. Eric has different examples for every single topic we cover in VGM. So you have so many different like VGM tracks you can look for inspiration, chord progressions, or just like see how other songs have used 7/8 timing and kind of use that as inspiration, creating your own.
Excellent. And then, how prepared do you feel in terms of, let's say, working on, I guess your initial artistic goals too, like working with producers and creating your own music or whatever your goal was coming in. Tell us about that.
I feel so much more comfortable, especially now that I know how to like my ins and outs throughout FL, throughout just like mixing and mastering throughout like chord progressions. Even though I'm already classically trained, now like you can look at chord progressions through like these mini mappings, and it's like I just feel more comfortable with the VSTs, with the DAWs, and going to the studio. I have so much more ideas now. This course has taught me how to create ideas pretty fast. So yeah, it's all very helpful.
Excellent. And lastly, um, what words of advice or wisdom do you have for anyone who's, I guess, interested in joining or will be joining the program?
I'd say that if you are looking to, one, take a giant step forward in your abilities as a musical producer or a VGM creator, that this course is definitely a step in the right direction, and it will provide you a lot of structure, and you will make a lot of progress each week. Yeah, it's definitely worth the investment.